Two people killed in a shooting late last night in Compton. Happened just before 11:30 on West Laurel Street. County Sheriff's deputies say that five people actually were struck by the gunfire, but Eric Washington, a former field deputy with Assembly member Mike Gibson's office and a member of the Watts community who helped with housing, was killed along with an unidentified woman. Another man still in critical condition tonight, and a woman suffered some minor injuries, but nothing life-threatening. Washington's sister seeking some justice tonight.
My brother was a good man. I just want him back. If you guys know who did it, if you out there and you killed my brother, we're gonna find you. They're gonna get you.
Well, it's still unclear exactly what led to this violence, but no arrest happened.
Sincerest condolences to both families. Um, we took a hit. Our community taking a hit right now. We hurting right now. But as God says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they are the children of God. And right now, Eric is my brother. I worked on the front lines with Eric in the community. And I had a call with Eric last Thursday. And the last conversation Eric and I had on Thursday, we were meeting about bringing after-school programs to the kids in the community. That tells you what type of person that is. No matter where he is, what he was doing, he was always looking to help. He was always looking to provide resources. He was always looking to make his community a better place. So when I say we hurting. We hurt because the lives that don't even know Eric has been affected because of the impact that man has. So I just write down my call to action to our community is we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to stand up for what's right. We got to get behind individuals like Eric and Mia and support their missions, but we can't just talk about it. We have to be about it. Like she said, 30 days from now, this is still going to hurt. And they're going to still need us, but our community is also going to still need us, and it counts on what we do. We can't go back to our regular lives and just think that everything is just gone. We have to continue to put our foot down for what's right, and violence is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. So my call to action to our community, Compton, Watts, LA, California as a whole, we got to hold each other accountable for this stuff. We got to stop this madness. We got to love each other a little bit more. Because right now, the devil is winning. The devil is winning. He's smiling right now because we're assembled here mourning the loss of two incredible people. So it's on us. We can't wait for anybody else to come in and change what we have the power to do. We can't wait for anybody else to come put their foot down. It starts with us. And we cannot let Eric and Mia's life go in vain. We cannot let it happen. God, we don't understand why things happen sometimes, but I'm here to tell you, God don't make no mistakes. And these lives are not with us no more because God is using them as a vessel for us to come together and do better. So my heart is heavy. Our hearts are heavy. We're hurting right now. But Eric had our backs. It's time for us to get his back.
With that, Satan is having a blast. Satan is having a field day with young black people. He's having a good time. He really is. Satan is winning. Not because God can't fight for us. We giving Satan permission to kill everybody. The blacks are telling Satan, we're going to work for you if you promise to help us to get money, wealth of any kind. If you give us instant wealth, rap game, gangster rap, stealing, however you can steal, underhanded, make sure you kill each other. If you find a black man trying to get ahead, take what he's got and make it rise up through the dope game. young blacks and young, now this is different. It used to be just black men, young men doing it. Now women, young women has followed. What you may not understand, it doesn't matter what nobody says. When the lead does something, the other people follow. When the black man does something, black women follow. It's part of their DNA. They follow wherever the black man's going, they're gonna go. They're gonna go where they want to go or not. They're gonna go. If the black man is the head of the black woman, it's just the way God put it. But if the black man's head is sick and corrupt, it's going to corrupt the young black woman. And it has. Turking, women are robbing, women are killing their kids now, put them in the microwave, burying them outside in the back. Wait, as a matter of fact, one lady died. This one girl died about, I think she was 2 years old, if I'm correct, 2 or 3 years old, if I'm right. And the parents buried her in the backyard and waited 30 days to call it in. And everybody was searching the whole neighborhood for this girl, see where she was at. Had dogs, everybody, and no one in 30 days, no one found nothing. It came back to the parents. They're the ones that did it. Daughters are beating up mothers now. Mothers are beating up grandmothers now. Young men are killing grandfathers and fathers now. One dad was asleep. He got out of prison. Okay, he got out of prison and started a barbershop job. And his son shot him in the head while he was asleep. And he was about between 14 and 15 years old. Her mother took a cell phone from her daughter for punishment, and the daughter got her mother's gun and shot her mother because she had a cell phone. For some strange reason, black people are linking up with Satan on a large scale. I don't mean on a large. Now you got white folks acting crazy too, but they're crazy as they're doing some stupid stuff, and they're the majority. We the minority, but we do more crimes than any majority in the world. Because they can't help it. If we don't, the Bible said this. I remember, I never forget reading this. In Proverbs, it said this. There will become a day when mankind, in this case, black men, we're not gangsters, if you want to call them that. They won't be able to sleep or rest unless they kill somebody, hurt somebody, maim somebody. Their sleep will leave them if they can't get a murder under their belt. To grandstand. Fear. Satan works under fear. So when you have a community that allows rappers to sell drugs and have guns and pistols and bombs and machine guns, then if somebody dies, even if it's next door, now you can't say nothing because if you do, they're going to come and kill you. So you keep quiet because you don't want to die. They got it like that now. So we have young black men, and now lately they're introducing younger people between 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, 17 years old into the game. Now they want fast money Then when their mama said, "Where'd you get $500 from, boy?" Well, I was hustling. Well, I don't know what you're doing, but you better be careful. That's it. That's it. Then, of course, the young boy break off a piece to her mother. She cool. Only thing she says, be careful. Be careful. Then when he dies at a young age, she goes to the funeral. He was a good boy. He was a good boy. No, the streets turned him out while you watched. Then you supported him in that. Now he's become his own man. And now you can't tell him anything. At the age of 12, 13 years old, he running the house now. You just somebody just live there. The house now belongs to him. When he brings his friends over, you better not say nothing, because he's already paying you to shut up. And so you do so. Fewer fathers are in the house. There's a lot of reasons for that. But Satan knew who to get to work for him. For the most part. He couldn't get the young white people. And if you ever notice something, when you see a young white person trying to be black, have you noticed there's always blacks around him? And then when he gets caught, he want to turn back white. So as long as he's acting black, being with the black people, hanging with the black people, and he's gonna go overboard. He's gonna do twice as much of work. The thing is, look, a white boy that's trying to be black would do twice as much work as a black guy. He's gonna really show the black guy that he's really standing up for y'all. So now he go to killing, trying to be black, and carrying guns, and got his hat wearing backwards braids in his hair. It looks stupid. Then when he gets caught, it's a whole different program. Now he want to turn back white until he gets convicted. Then he goes to prison. Then he goes trying to be black again to fit in with the Crips or the Bloods, whatever you want to blend in with. Satan is winning because we are allowing him to win. When we allow Satan to be our God, God steps back and that man takes his root. When you want Satan to be your God, don't be careful with what you ask for. That's what you get. So now we have Satan running through the black neighborhoods, and demons are running in between the houses, in the apartments, running ramshack over all the blacks, killing every black he can. Little kids are getting killed now. Kids in beds are getting shot in the head, not being able to wake up. Grandparents are dying. Fathers are dying. Mothers are getting shot. Young ladies are getting shot. Young ladies are shooting their other friends. Now you got young ladies going to a restaurant, beating up people they don't even know, just starting fights. You can't go to the movie. A lady just got shot and killed in a movie because she was talking all loud during the movie, and all her friends were talking all loud, and somebody in front got mad and told them to shut up. A big argument ensued, and the girl that was telling them to shut up shot one of them. They're in that movie now, didn't it? So you got that going on. You got people going to stores, taking carts of groceries and clothing, trying to walk out, getting caught. You have teenagers now going downtown, causing havoc, tearing downtown up. Dollar stores being tore up. Walmart being tore up. These young blacks are doing exactly what Satan wants them to do, and we're mad. But we don't say nothing because it's not politically correct to say. And the one, it's an embarrassment for us to actually admit that our people are doing a lot A lot of killing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And you go to Chicago, this side people dying nightly, but on the other side of Chicago, all the white folks living good. And they don't have a lot of good jobs. They just don't want to kill one another. They just don't want to do it. They're on the beach having a good time. Even the LGBTQW have a park on the I know Chicago had a beach. I did not even know it. They're over there. It's fantastic. They all getting along. And they asked them, would you want to go over there and have fun like over here? They said, oh no. We ain't going where the blacks at. We ain't want to get killed. Decent blacks don't want to live around black people that are ratchet. They don't want to do that. So they're trying to keep away from being killed in the bad neighborhoods. And the only reason that the bad neighborhood is bad, because I remember when I was young, the poor neighborhoods got along. The poor neighborhoods helped one another. The poor neighborhoods did not steal from one another. The poor neighborhoods helped one another, got along. There was no killing, no shooting, nowhere. Now, it's kill or be killed. It's kill or be killed now. It's sad. And we can't blame God for this. We have to blame ourselves for obeying Satan. When you obey Satan, these things takes place. Now, you ever heard of the Ark of the Covenant? The Ark of the Covenant was not found yet. But here's some history that you may not know. Did you know that when Hitler was in charge of Germany, did you know that he was trying to find that Ark for a reason? Hitler went anywhere where that Ark might have been. Hitler thought if he could find that Ark, there's something in that Ark that can keep him alive for almost forever. That's what he thought. If I could find the Ark of the Covenant, and somehow or other was ever in that Ark, if Satan thought if he can get a hold of that, it could cause him to be immortal. Just like when Moses died, and Satan was trying to find his body, so he can use his body to influence the Jews. And he couldn't find it. God's smart enough to know to bury Moses where Satan couldn't get to him. Then Satan asked the archangel where Moses' body was. And the archangel didn't have time to argue with him. He just said, God rebuke you, and he was gone. When God hides something, he hides something. God can't hide things. God can actually hide your police record. He can hide your charges. God can hide you in hopes that you will straighten up. In hopes that you will straighten up. I've seen it firsthand how God actually, a person was on probation and done something wrong, went to court, and they didn't know he was on probation. All he had was just another week or month to go. He'd been off, and God blessed him for the information not to go to the judge, and he ended up getting out of jail, and he ended up finishing his probation, and it was over. Sometimes God, look, I remember I was in the car, and I lost somebody to drive my car that was underage. I shouldn't have done that, but what it is, they were trying to learn how to drive. And my cousin ran to a guy's porch on Bacon Street and in Akron. And the guy came out. He was upset that his porch was messed up, and the cops came. And I had a warrant in Barberton because I had a ticket, I had a speeding ticket I didn't pay. And I wasn't going to pay it because I wasn't acting right. The cop said there's a warrant for you in Barberton, but we have to conform it. We have to make sure that it's current. Now, there was not a cloud in the sky, not a cloud. And I said, I got the money to pay the ticket, but I just didn't go down and do it because I was having too much fun. But I was going to do it, but I kept putting it off. And the cops called to confirm the warrant. And when they got when they got on their thing to call it in, remember, no, the skies were clear. Lightning hit that pole to where lightning hit their pole, whatever they was calling, and knocked it out. And the cop said, we can't confirm the warrant. And the cop said, what's going on? We called it in, but lightning, they just let us know. Lightning just hit our communication pole. We can't confirm it. And the cop said, they looked at me and go, you need to get out the car. You're too scary. Get out the car. And then I got out the car. And the next day, I went down to Barberton with the money. I called first. I'm coming in to pay the fine. Will I get arrested or pay my fine? They said, no, you wouldn't. You are welcome to come pay. We guarantee you, we will not arrest you if you made things right. I went down there and did that, made things right. It was over. God can help you. He doesn't have to, but he can. A lot of things happened to me that I should have been really hurt, maimed, and or dead, or all four. But God looked out for me. And man, I mean, super dead. God really helped me out so many times. I can go over and over and over how God just didn't allow me to get maimed or hurt when it was inevitable for me to do so. Now, they told me when I was young, I'll never forget this. I was about 10, 11 years old. And some ladies were saying, God's going to use you in a mighty way. And I told the lady, how can God use me when I'm poor? I'm poor. I live on St. Clair. It was 77 St. Clair. The street either gone or they got put new housing or whatever. Way back in, we talking about 1964 in the neighborhood. And I was a kid. I never forget, a lot of people would tell me that, a lot. And they will always say, God wants to use you. And I wasn't doing too bad. I was, praying and fasting regularly. And then I went off the rails and acted a fool. Now I'm back. Been back for a while now. Now I'm working for God full time. I don't get a dime for it. I never have received a nickel for any videos or preaching I've done. And I asked God, I told God, Lord, if I don't get anything, I'm going to tell the truth about your word. I may not get anything monetarily, but I know that you got my back. I know you got my back. However you got it, you got it. Whatever you do. If you don't give me a nickel, truth must be told. So I'm not doing it for money. If I was, it'd be a whole different ballgame. I'm doing it because I'm concerned for other souls other than myself that have been through what I've been through and then some. We got to make it to heaven one way or another. We got to make it. We got to stop allowing Satan to control our black communities because he is winning. I did a job before I got here. I did a job on the west side. And as I went outside and went inside the house, people next door had guns. People were shooting in the air. Everybody was happy because everybody was doing evil stuff. The whole community was just wrapped up in evil. They weren't shooting, they was fighting. They wasn't fighting, they was racing. They wasn't racing, they was spinning their car well. They wasn't doing that, they were doing something evil. It was always evil. And the kids live off that, they feed off that. And now they raise up and they become the same thing, pattern, 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 pattern. just bad. So God is coming back sooner than I thought. The third temple is getting ready to be built. The third temple, if you read the Bible, the third temple and the red heifer, that's already in Israel. The red heifer is already in Israel. They needed that. Now they're bringing back sacrifices like they did in the Old Testament. They're bringing that back now. And the third temple is getting ready to be built. If you read your Bible and if you go to Israel and study some of their archives, a lot is being uncovered. The book of Enoch, the book of Asher, I'm reading all these books. I'm reading some stuff that'll completely blow your mind about the Old Testament. Wow. I mean, a lot of archives were being dug up. They found Peter's house. They found a lot of stuff. I mean, they found God's now uncovering. It wasn't uncovered before. Now it's being uncovered. A lot of things was being uncovered. The Dead Sea Scrolls was found by accident. The little boy was throwing a rock because his animal went into this little cave. He was throwing a rock to get him out of there. He was busting up those clay jars. He knew what they were. And he got curious and he went and got his father and he got the jars out of there. And here you are. The book of Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. And exactly as the Bible. The book of Enoch gives you more of a detail about Genesis, about how Enoch visited the heavenly areas. And they asked Enoch, the archangel asked Enoch why he wouldn't know so much. And he said, I'm nosy. And he asked a little bit too much. He also went to the abyss where hell was at. And when he went there, he was trying to get up out of there. He said, wait a minute now, okay, I see this here, I need to go. When you say you want to see everything, or see a lot, if you will, a lot was going on. The book of Enoch was read and studied in New Testament. Okay? God's people studied that book of Enoch. The apostles had the book of Enoch. But when the book was written, when King James wrote the first English Bible, then the higher up said, we don't need the book of Enoch because it's just too far-fetched. And some things happened in the book of Enoch that was so outrageous that they didn't allow that book to be put in. But the Ethiopians have that book. Israel have that book. The Egyptians have that book. America don't have that book. We got it now. We have it now. And I read it more than once. We got it now. So a lot of the churches that have people that's been in seminaries, Bible college, like I've been in Bible college, they have that book and they study it and break it down. It's pretty scary. Man, it's scary. When I say scary, it's crazy scary. So it talks about Revelation, talks about a lot of things. A lot. I mean, a lot, especially the Old Testament. A lot. I mean, a lot. About the angels that didn't stay in their place and came down and intermingled with humans in the way they did it. I understand it, how they did it. Now, I used to always get mad at the Bible. Here's why I used to always get mad at the Bible. I did, as a young man. I remember God saying this. I want you to go to this particular camp, city, whatever it was, and I want you to kill everybody. Everybody. Mothers, fathers, women, children, infants. And when I used to read I read the Bible 5 times over. When I used to read this, it really disturbed me. I used to always say, why would God tell Moses and Joshua to kill everybody, innocent kids and so forth? And I didn't know why. Then I finally found out. Found out why God gave those particular orders. Because the people that God was telling the Israelites to go and destroy, a lot of them had their gene pool of the fallen angels. The gene pool came down to certain people, see? And when they died, the spirits still stayed alive. They don't die. So they still here. Now they're in this generation. Now they're in a new generation dealing with new people. And the demons now said, we are going to pick the people that we need to do our bidding, and we have to go with the people that have been done a lot wrong. Who has been done a lot wrong to? And let's be careful. Let's be truthful. Blacks have been dealt a bad hand for long years, a lot of years. Slavery, evil, hangings, da. So the demon said, no, we'll go to the ones that have been done wrong to, and then we'll turn them against one another and have them kill one another and hate one another. And after all, they're just blacks. They're not important. So once you get that in your head, me killing you will be easier than not. Because after all, you're just black. I mean, it's not a big deal. So it's easier for a black man to kill a black man because in his mind, if I kill that black man, I might do some damage, but it ain't a big deal. Because, I mean, it goes way back, and now it's caught up. And so what Satan is doing, Satan is using the old school, way old school dilemma, and he's bringing all that back, all that pain back to this generation, and now they're killing one another on a large scale. Now, at one time, it was unlawful for a gang member or any man to kill a woman. At one time. Now, everybody got to go. They're killing mothers, fathers, grandfathers, pregnant women, unpregnant, infants, dogs, cats, mouses, whoever wants to die, they'll be glad to kill you to get that power in their system. Now, Satan allows a young man to be a gangster rapper. Satan knows that young man is not going to live long. Very few rappers live long. Most of them die in an early age. Because once you get a lot of money, you start getting the big head. You start getting the big head, you're untouchable. But you're not. But as far as you're concerned, you're untouchable. So you start doing things against the other groups they don't like, and you tell them, well, I live right here. And they say, well, we're going to come for you. And you say, well, I dare you. And here they come and take you up. Go online and ask online how many rappers died in just in the last 20 years. It's innumerable. Don't even count the mothers and the fathers and the sisters and the brothers and the uncles and the aunties and the dogs and the cats and the mouses and the roaches. Don't even count none of them. Don't count the roaches, none of them. Ants, they killed none of them. Just the people. They enjoy killing. Young men enjoy it so much. It's like food to them. And Satan is winning. And maybe, just maybe, some of these black young men will wake up and learn how to read and write and get a job and follow Christ. All I got to say, we'll see. Let God win for a change. And stop giving everything over to Satan. When you give everything over to Satan, it's exactly what it is. When you give your life to Satan, you give your life to Satan. Once you do that, God washes his hands and says, if you want Satan to be his God, then so be it. I'm not going to force him. I'm going to let him do what he wants to do because I gave him a choice. God gave everybody choice. So it's not God's fault that all this mess happening. It's our fault. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. It is so natural for blacks to kill one another that even when a white person does something wrong, if a white person get robbed and they set up to be robbed, whatever, when they call it in, the norm is, I got robbed. Who killed you? Who robbed you? Young black guy. It's now normal to say, who did it? We ain't got to even ask no more. When you hear about a lot of shooting, a lot of killing, no one asks who did it. We already know. Blacks killing blacks. Man, go, I wonder it was a black guy. I wonder it was a white guy. You already know who it is. You already know. When people in the suburbs watch their TV, they don't ask what race killed who. They don't ask. They already know. And they talk about you every day at home in their houses. Blacks have lost it, and now they're killing everybody. So they even tried. They even stopped when they had the soccer matches in L.A. Blacks were trying to have a party at one of the parks, and the governor shut it down. So, oh no, you ain't tearing this park up. A bunch of ratchet women doing a booty hop, and what do you call it, and showing their breasts to everybody, and the cars tearing the lawns up and all that, and beer bottles, wine glass bottles, and all of a sudden, the last but not least, shooting. That's the last thing you have, shooting. Everybody's waiting to get shot. Everybody's in the park. They're dancing, smoking weed, and what they're waiting to see who's going to shoot. Because somebody's going to shoot. They know that already. We want to see who gets shot, and who dies, who don't. Let's see it. Let's take a gamble. Let's go to this party that we know that somebody's going to die. It might even be you, but let's take a gamble. We're going to go anyway. So we can be in the celebration of people dying for no reason. And blacks love it. Eat that up. And I don't mean the church-going ones. I mean the gangsters and the hard-headed young people. And footnote, now black funerals and black churches are being shot in. So if your friend dies, or if your enemy dies, if you're having a funeral at a church or a funeral home, let's go shoot the funeral home up to show the people in the funeral home how much we hate that man. Again, I say it once, I say it again. We are no longer afraid of God. Not only are we not afraid of God, but we are Satan's advocate. We love us some Satan. But like I said, everybody has that day to meet God. It don't mean nothing to you right now because you're young, you're living good, you're eating good, you're healthy. But when you kill somebody, you just can't say, I'm sorry. You got to turn yourself in. If you're still a candy bar, you can say, I'm sorry, and it's over. It's done with. It's a candy bar, man. A pair of shoes. It's a pair of shoes, man. When you take a life, now you're dealing with God, property. Now you got to turn yourself in to see what they want to do to you. And then, whatever they do to you, you got to accept that punishment. And then you say, Lord, I turned myself in for taking a life. Now you forgive me, and I want to live the rest of my life with you. That's how it's done. But if you don't confess that sin to law enforcement that God set up, or you didn't know that? Yeah, God set up law enforcement. Now, don't read the book of Proverbs, man. You gotta be kidding me. Read the book of Proverbs. God is the one that set up police departments all over the world. Israel had one. Egypt had one. Roman had one. Everybody got a police department. Keep the peace. That's the idea. If you read the New Testament, it tells you the same thing. The law is set there to enforce righteous laws. And if you break those righteous laws, murder, stealing, this, that, and other, then there's a price to pay in court if you get caught. When you get caught. But then what you can do, you get out, you can straighten up. Now, like I said, if you steal something, and they say you got away with it, Lord, I'm sorry for being a thief. I'm going to turn my life around. Okay, if you have the option to go to the guy and say, hey, I stole from you, I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up? He might say, chances are he'll say, well, just don't steal no more. That's what they usually do. But when you take a life, now you're dealing with God. You're dealing with God gives life. God gives life. You take life. You got to turn yourself in. Confess to the authorities what you've done. They'll take you to court, decide what punishment you get. And then, after that, then you show God how sorry you was, how sorry you are that way. Then you can say, Lord, you see what I just did? I did the right thing. I turned myself from taking life. And now I want to work for you now, Lord. I want to do the right thing. I want you to come to my life now. From now on, I want you to be my God. From now on. That's what it is. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Okay. That ain't too long.